Yeah, guys, good afternoon once again. My name is Ntlantla. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we discuss about the issues that are facing us as a country. Yeah, guys, with that video that I've uploaded, the short video there, please kindly, guys, yeah, as I've said, guys, could please kindly support my YouTube channel, subscribe, guys, donate any amount if you guys feel like donating, please, guys, I'll really appreciate if you guys do that, you know. I'll yeah, and comment and tell me, and you'll tell me in the comment sections in the comment sections, yeah, you'll tell me in the comment sections below, guys, ne? Yeah, I would love to hear your guys comments. So let's just talk about this one today. So this one says, I don't know if you guys know this channel, Ammo Zone. Ammo, it's not like Amazon, like Prime Video. Ammo Zone. If you know the channel, just go through there, watch the video, because this one, it says, watch this SA patriot sister telling all about South Africans to forget. I don't know. Let me just look down. I don't know where can I look for this. Can I check? It's just that me, guys, I still record using my phone. This thing I'm watching on TV. If I had the equipment like laptop and whatsoever, so I don't have those things. That's why I'm saying, like, guys, please kindly donate so that I can get a laptop and a camera and some of the things, so that guys, can continue. But yeah, still I can continue. I can continue with more videos and discussing about the issues that are happening in the country. Oh, guys, I found. Yeah, let me just see. What does it say? Oh, watch this South African, this SA patriot sister telling all black Africans to forget about this idea of uniting in South Africa. Uniting in what you call this in South Africa. So I must well let's start this all over to understand what is really happening. Then we can discuss. Then we can discuss what is real. What yeah. Then maybe I'll just
Africa, I completely understand the desperation and desire for so many South Africans to unite with other Africans. I know, guys, I get it. I'm a black person. We want to make Africa a better place. But the thing about unity is it's not one-sided. It also means the other parties should be willing to participate. Are they participating? Because it's easy to say, okay, yes, we have accepted you guys. You can come to South Africa and better your lives. But are you following the rules? Are you living accordingly like the other citizens are? That's where there's a...
Yeah. So before I continue, as guys, okay, you can even maybe like watch my other videos. You can watch my other videos, guys. Yeah, you can watch my other videos when I made my other videos talking about this issue of, guys, this issue of illegal foreigners, illegal immigrants that we have here in the country, and many things that these people have done to the country, and the reason why the reason why all of these things are doing is because the government that we have, guys, up until today, the fact that there through our border posts there was no military guarding the borders, there was no this, what you call this thing, South African National Defense Force. All of these people were supposed to guide our borders, to keep these people out of the country, because it's not like maybe we say we as the citizens of this country we hate foreigners, But we, as the citizens of this country, we've been saying this for the longest of times, that people should come into the country legally. We don't have a problem with that. But the problem is just that, guys, these politicians, these people who are in charge of this country for the past 30 years, you have seen the terrible things they've done to the country. As you know, guys, Haiti has been, for the longest of times, we had this issue of people jumping the borders, coming into the country. So now when maybe it's this thing about maybe being united with these people, guys, despite everything that these guys have done to the country, then what about this problem that we had of children dying because of contaminated food that they sell from these people who come outside of the country? There are many things, there are many things that are done by these people who come outside of the country to hear in what you call this. Then maybe you'll be having this whole thing of mainstream media calling the citizens of this country xenophobic. I remember that time when I made a video. a video. I think maybe I was reacting to the other, there's this, if you guys know it, African Diaspora, this channel, just this other lady, I think maybe from here in South Africa, but she was reporting from what you call this, from Johannesburg. Maybe what you call this, these people, maybe, I don't know, complaining about illegal white foreigners here in the country. And me, guys, I was even asking myself a question, Guti, if you guys say they are illegal foreigners in the country, maybe they're in Cape Town, what are these people doing? Which crimes did these people commit there in Cape Town? Why don't we hear this thing on the news about these people who committed the crimes, who committed maybe crimes there in Cape Town? Because since maybe since maybe the citizens of this country, everywhere you go in South Africa, since people have been complaining about these people who are in the country illegally, without documentations, without anything, guys, you can even look at the issues in the schools, this issue of overcrowding in the public schools that we have in the country because of these people who come outside of the country. Parents were frustrated about this whole thing. They were frustrated. So, guys, if you can see, maybe the country, maybe many things are destroyed in the country. Nothing is working in the country. Because I remember even yesterday when I made a video of highest crimes and whatsoever, but it's just that good to me, guys. The video, maybe, but it was even what you call this thing of maybe this thing of what you call this. If maybe you were the president of a country, for example, if you were the president of the country, you can tell me in the comment sections, guys, what would you do if you were the president of the country? What would you do? Because you can look at the issues, you can see how horrible things are in the country because of these people, because of these politicians there in the government who has done nothing, for the citizens of this country. There's nothing that they've built here in the country. You can look at the roads, how terrible they are. You can look at the hospitals, how bad they are. Many things, So this is these are the problems that are happening in the country every day. Each and every day, guys, we still face these problems. And the fact that there are laws, these people who come in the country, they must respect the laws of this country. Because, guys, in other countries, you'll never, there's no way they can allow you in any country to come there illegally without the papers. Because the military in those countries, they'll show you flames. If you try to enter without the papers, they will show you. They will show you. But here in South Africa, this thing was not like that. That's why these people, these illegal immigrants, coming in, getting. That's why these people, it was easy for them to come into the country, to jump the borders. Whether these people they are coming in, whether these people they are they are coming out. Because why? They have seen good. There's no one there guarding the borders, and nothing is gonna happen to them. Those people, if maybe they get into our country illegally. The country right now is overburdened. It's overburdened. Now it's the schools. Maybe I can say the hospitals. Now it's this thing of jobs. Many things. The resources. What about the taxpayers who pay tax? But we'll have this mainstream media. This mainstream media. I remember even the EFF, these people, when it comes to this thing of illegal immigrants, But at the end of the day, that rhetoric, what happened, that rhetoric of Julius Malema, it destroyed the party. I don't know what the next year, how is it going to perform? Because, guys, the country right now, it's a mess.
Disconnect, because other Africans are not willing to do that. And let me tell you why they're not willing to do that. Because South Africa has a system that is set to suppress black people. Now imagine a person that doesn't have anything. No family to feed them, no degree, no skills, no education. They come to South Africa without documents. How do you think that person is going to survive in this country? In this country that is even hard for those highly qualified people to get jobs, how do you think a person that has nothing is going to survive? Crime is going to happen one way or another. And that is the problem right there. That's where the disconnect is. This is not about uniting Africa, because if it was about uniting Africa, people will go study abroad and go back home to be doctors and lawyers there, but that's not what they do. People stay there and make families there. Because in as much as you don't want to admit, you want Africa to become a better continent, but you're not willing to sacrifice nice life for it. The thing about this type of topic is that you have to put your emotions aside. Just because we skin folk does not mean we kin folk. Because one thing about it, a lot of the crimes you'll commit in South Africa, we get harmed as a black people because you are exposed to us. You'll never hurt the white people. The same white people you'll say we love so much, you'll come here and offer to work for them for even way less than what they pay us. It's not about uniting Africa, I keep saying. But you guys are too emotional and want to use the black card. Oh, but we black people. Do you think about that? These are the questions you should be asking. Uniting Africa would mean bettering yourself in another country and then going back home to plant back into it. But you'll never go home. Some of you haven't been home in 10 years. Is that really uniting Africa? Is that really trying to better?
Hello guys, welcome to Amazon TV. I hope you're okay.
Obvious. Obvious. These people, they've been living in this country for such a long time. There are so many these people, these illegal immigrants. Whether these people when you call them my friend here in South Africa. That's why we have this situation of children that lost their lives last year in 2024. Even the other year in 2023. But it's not like this thing. It's not like this thing is the first time and, but it's been happening for the longest of times. These people, they've been here in South Africa for the longest of times, I remember when I even made the video of this Zimbabweans 2.0 talking bad, saying that we as the citizens, we failed to get the land, we earned the minerals. But if you can look at their own country, what is happening with their minerals? Look at their own country, these people. What is happening with their minerals? Look at what about the land there in their own country? It's dry there. They are not producing any food because guys, this is the type of guys. You can look at Nigerians. These people, guys, how many crimes did these people commit? Guys, these people who come outside of the country, then we must say the fact that South Africans only, they're the ones who commit these heinous crimes in the country. These heinous crimes. You cannot say with South Africans that maybe I can say there are few, maybe, but the rest of the crimes, they're committed by these people who come outside of the country. The rest. The rest. How do you come in another country without the papers? Commit crimes there, kidnap, do all sorts of things, or rape, or These are the things that have been happening here in South Africa for the longest of times. They've been happening these heinous crimes up until today. There are still crimes that are being committed here in South Africa.
So guys, I know some of you might have watched this video already because it has been there all along. So, but the reason why I decided to play it now again is because of what is happening right now. Concerning this thing of US aid and America and Trump and Elon Musk, all these things that are happening at the same time during this time. Because I know this thing that this lady is talking about here, it's going to start again. This thing of unity of Africa because of what is happening in America. You see what Trump is doing. If we start uniting now, which is true. But as this lady say, I agree with her that you cannot speak or discuss this thing of unity and you involve one country. We are speaking about the African continent here. We are not speaking about South Africa as a country. We are speaking about all African countries. Those countries that are just quiet when it comes to this thing of unity of Africa. They are not saying anything. They are not even interested in this thing of unity of Africa. Maybe they wish that this thing will happen in sometime in future. They that's their prayer. But they don't have a problem like South Africa that is pushing that. Even these people who are coming from our neighboring countries, our brothers and sisters from
like Zimbabwe and other countries.
African countries, the way they are pushing this thing of unity in South Africa, that's the problem.
Yes.
Because this thing of unity, it's supposed to be like we have to be together discussing this thing.
When it comes to this thing, maybe like pushing unity with these people who come outside of the country. But despite everything that these people, whether it can be maybe someone who comes from Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and other countries, but the crimes, this sun, guys, it keeps coming because this sun also. Because guys, as we are saying, the country is overburdened. And for me, guys, to tell you the truth, our country, South Africa, is one of the most diverse countries in the world, one of the most beautiful countries in the world. But if you can look at the whole mess in the country, and even corruption this side, what has done to the country, the fact that these people stealing, looting, and doing all sorts of things, the politicians, even politicians themselves, we must blame these people, guys. But even at the same time, we need to blame these voters who voted for this ANC for the longest of times. That's why, because these people, guys, they caused these problems to happen here in South Africa. And these problems were not supposed to happen at all. But what can you say? Because up until today, I don't know, maybe I can just accept the fact that, guys, the country that we are living in today is not normal. Because if you live in a normal country, all of this thing of illegal foreigners and corruption, broken down infrastructure, and many things that are happening here in South Africa, they wouldn't be happening. But if these things, maybe they start to happen, just know the fact that, guys, there must be an accountability. These people, they must be dealt with. They must be dealt with decisively. With everything, guys, if you can look at the damages here in the country, how long is it going to take to fix the damages that are caused here in South Africa by these people who come outside of the country? Because why? These people, they came into the country illegally, they committed crimes, they did all sorts of things, and even even the broken down infrastructure that we have, the state-owned entities that are broken down. Look at the departments, look at the municipalities, how messed up they are. Look at many things that are messed up in the country. How long is it going to take to fix all of these damages, guys? Because, guys, things are worse and worse and worse and worse up until today. Every day, guys, you'll hear reports here with many things that are happening here in the country. Cost of living has went up. There's unemployment rate this side. Look at poverty. Look at many things. Look at this issue of water crisis. Still continue. I remember yesterday when I made a video. But even today I saw the news I saw the news, this mayor of what you call this, the mayor of Johannesburg addressing this issue of water crisis. Because what can you say, guys? Johannesburg, really, this whole thing of water crisis and many things that are happening in Johannesburg. But I cannot say Johannesburg is the only municipality facing these things. There are other municipalities, guys, that are facing this problem, these problems of water crisis, broken down infrastructure. There are many things, because of incompetence and corruption. Why do you have to maybe talking about this thing of uniting with Africans? Whereas here in South Africa, we as South Africans, we as the citizens of this country, we are divided. Whether it's white, black, or whatsoever, we are divided. That's why, guys, many things in the country right now are not going so well. Things are not, like, guys, the country is not moving forward. We should be free. There's no service delivery. There's nothing, There's nothing.
Let Zimbabwe be there to say we are willing and we are ready to open borders for South Africans to come. Let Namibia be there to say we are in. Let Mozambique.
Obvious. This thing is only happening in South Africa. But me, guys, to tell you the truth, Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF, they are not going to open the borders. They are not going to open the borders. But these people, they are here in South Africa because, guys, as much as I can say with Zimbabwe Valley, they won't allow this thing. But, guys, the mess that is in that country, and these people, they are here in South Africa. I don't know most of them if they are in the country illegally, and most of them, they are in the country legally. Because, guys, this thing is confusing because since we have this issue, because why other countries are not opening their borders? Why are other countries not opening? Why is Mozambique not opening its borders? Why is Zimbabwe not opening its borders? And the rest of the country? Because, guys, they know good, and even, guys, to tell you the truth, these people, they don't play when it comes to opening the borders. These other countries, they don't play when it comes to opening the borders. Because even if you as average citizen just try to enter in maybe Zimbabwe or I don't know, I can even say Lesotho or other countries. I don't know if Lesotho, maybe you can just, maybe, I don't know. But, guys, other countries, if you guys try to enter into those countries illegally, imagine somebody trying to enter into Ethiopia, Somalia, Bangladesh, all of these countries, guys, they won't allow you as the average citizen of this country. Me, guys, I'm speaking about. Yeah, like, okay, I can just say South Africans specifically, guys. They won't allow you. You won't be allowed to enter into those countries illegally. Maybe open a spaza shop, or maybe kidnap or rape or do all sorts of things. They wouldn't, because, guys, they'll show you flames. But here in South Africa, why are we not doing that? Why are we not protecting our borders for these people, to keep these people out of the country? But, guys, the reason why all of the causes of these things is because of the government that we still have up until today, guys. This wicked government and these politicians and even the president himself, Even when President Ramaphosa was talking, he was talking, maybe it was when this thing of Sona, what. He didn't address this issue of illegal immigrants and the solution for our borders to be secured. He didn't address that issue. He didn't. So, guys, this shows you what kind of a government we have here in the country. What kind of a government. And we as the citizens also, guys, we must also, what you call this, we must not sit and do nothing about these things that are happening in the country, because they're hitting us as the citizens of this they're hitting us as South Africans, and even, what you call this, even the country itself. The country, guys, is badly, actually, guys, our country is in a wheelchair. Like, guys, a country with minerals. Guys, a beautiful country like this, a diverse country, guys, with these criminals, with these criminals who commit crimes every day, guys, heinous crimes. Like, guys, up until today, guys, but it's the truth, But even if you can Google about this thing of South Africa, guys, South Africa is diverse country. South Africa, guys, it's a diverse country because we are mixed. They are Indians, but not like Indians from India. We have South African Indians here, We have Afrikaners, like, guys, we are mixed. We have colors, we also have, in this country, because, guys, we are mixed. We have different cultures or different backgrounds, I can say, perhaps, We are one of the most diverse countries in the world. But guys, if you can see the things that are happening in the country, me guys, I can just blame the government and the voters. These people who voted ANC for the longest of times, guys. That's why we have this. That's why, guys, these issues they continue to happen. In the country, there's nothing coming right here in South Africa. Like guys, as a citizens of this country, guys, are we like, guys, after so many things that we went through in this country, what more? What more do we need? What more do we need for people to come out there in numbers, protest and say, guys, enough is enough, guys. We cannot continue for many things to happen in South Africa. This thing of corruption must come to an end. There must be accountability, guys. And many things. When is that time going to arrive? Because next year again, it's elections. What is going to happen with the country? With the next 5 years, do you think this country will be standing in the next 5 years? But look at the damages in the country. Look at the damages, guys. Look at terrible things that that happened here in what you call this in the country. This is how it is.
Big say we are in. Let Nigeria, all of them, to say we are in. We are all opening borders for. Whether you are in Nigeria, you say you want to go to Mozambique, you are welcome because you are an African.
They will never open their borders, these people in their own country. Even Nigeria itself. Even the president of Nigeria. Do you think the president of Nigeria, like, guys, these people, they will never open their borders in their own country. They will never open their borders. Also, the only way that we, as the citizens of this country, as South Africans, to be united with these people who come outside of the South Africa, it means, guys, this country must continue with this thing of open borders. Guys, things are gonna get worse. The country is done. Even someone in jail, like, guys, which means which means South Africa must be the only one with the open borders. But guys, even maybe we can just ask the elderly people who experience apartheid. Just ask these people who experience apartheid. During apartheid days, was it allowed now? This whole thing of open borders. It's not like South Africa didn't have the borders before. It's not like there was no army. It's not like there was a proper army that was guarding the borders there. And these people, they were not laughing, and they were not laughing with anyone. They were serious when it comes to this issue of borders. But the moment when this ANC comrades came into power, many things. Because, guys, that's why even I remember when I made the video of Prince Machele saying, guys, every time when these people, or when these comrades of ANC touches something, these things they break. They did it for what you call this. They did the same thing with our borders. Then we must say that, guys, what these people have done to the country, guys, it is treason. It is treason, guys. For many things here that has been happening in South Africa, guys, it is treason. I'm telling you, it's treason, but it's the truth, guys. The moment when these people came into power, what did they do? They've destroyed the borders. Because I remember this other political analyst when he was talking, this political analyst, what Leonard Simbeki, talking about this issue of open borders and how these borders were destroyed. And how these borders were destroyed. How are these borders? So my question is that the only way that we as the citizens of this country, South Africans, to be united with these people who come outside of the country, what must we do? We must allow our borders to be open forever and ever and ever and ever. Now it's 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, up until to me, this thing, it doesn't make sense at all. This whole thing here, pan-Africanist, what nonsense that is being spewed here in the country. Me, guys, I totally do not agree. Me, I just say that, guys, the borders in this country must be closed. Yes, if people want to come into the country, they must come into the country legally. It's not like we don't want people to come into the country. It's not like we don't want foreigners here in the country. They must do it legally.
We are uniting just like that. Not to from here to South Africa, I'll just travel to Mozambique to commit crime there.
Obvious.
And call myself a African that is there
Yes.
to unite. I'm trying to unite Africa by going to Mozambique.
Even the rest of the countries, maybe in Ethiopia, maybe in Bangladesh, Somalia, these countries do these things that these people have done to the country. Let's just do it in their own country, in their own countries. But what can you say, guys? This thing is not allowed in their own countries, because guys, it's not allowed in their own countries. But here in South Africa, it's allowed because why? The government that the type of government that we still have today. That's why, guys, it's important, guys, we must vote for a right government who's gonna put the citizens of this country, who's not going to allow this issue of open borders to happen in the country. Look, you have seen what Donald Trump has done in America when it comes to this issue of illegal foreigners. Whether maybe people might like Donald Trump and whatsoever, but when it comes to this issue of illegal foreigners, Donald Trump doesn't play.
Mozambique and commits crime in Mozambique.
But guys, you tell me what you think in the comments. Please, guys, subscribe, and I'll see you. I don't know, maybe I think I'll continue. Yeah, with another. I think I don't know. Yeah, please subscribe to my channel. Yeah.
To destroy in Mozambique, then I will be there and then tell Mozambicans.
I don't know, guys, if this video is gonna cut or should I continue or not continue. I don't know, but let me just continue a little bit. Let's see if this video is going to cut off.
But no, I'm an African from South Africa, you know.